Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Report for the news agency. We are rushing at the Monrovia City Hall, where the Inspector General of Monrovia City Police is pretty seated to speak to the media.
Okay, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press, we are profoundly grateful and very humble to welcome all of you here this evening to this press briefing, purposefully convened to provide basic clarifications on allegations made against one of our highly professional and dedicated officers, and to a greater extent, the mayor of Monrovia, by some political actors who are on a well-calculated vocation to perennially spew a bold-faced fairy tale against the torchbearer of the Monrovia city government, which apparently they think is feasible, or the only feasible way to demoralize and demoralize Mayor Jefferson Tamakoji, thus attempting to stall the work or his work at the Monrovia city government. For us here at the Monrovia city government, it is our pleasing and fiduciary duty and responsibility to provide a conspicuous clarity to avoid consistent misconceptions within the public sphere. Over the weekend, while in Nima County celebrating its in conjunction with the Monrovia city government, an event that promotes peaceful entertainment, we heard from a local radio station by Councillor Jerome Verdier in his routine spewing of pathological lies against Mayor Jefferson Tamakoji, something he now finds pleasurable or as a source of survivability. He said Mayor Jefferson Tamakoji had surreptitiously flown Officer Valley Terry to the Ganta-Gaydon border in a one-term attempt to erode preponderance of evidence in which Councillor Verdier's alleged is Valley's involvement in an alleged armed robbery at former Chief Justice Gloria Musu's residence, which led to the painful death of her promising and smarted daughter. In today's press conference, we have authority of the Monrovia city government, that is the city police, headed by Director Thomas Dow and his deputies. We have the Deputy for Administration, Mr. Jimmy Wilson, or Colonel Jimmy Wilson. And we also have his Deputy for Operation. We have Deputy Director Abraham Sierra, who is seated there. And we also have with us the man who have been accused, alleged by Councillor Jerome Verdier, voluntarily. So the Director of Police, City Police, will brief us, and from there will be responses from his deputies as well as patrolmen Bali, who has been accused, and for which we have called this press conference. There we go.
Okay. Fellow citizen of Monrovia, member of the Fourth Estate, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press. Seated before you, I'm called G. Thomas Gawajina, the Director of the Monrovia City Police. I'm present here today is to provide clarity when it comes to the character of the employment of value talent. Value is a professional officer. Since he came to the institution, the behavior and the character proves to us that automatically is not the same person of before. For the past time I've been working, I've never witnessed any bad character of him that is outside of our rules and regulations that govern the Monrovia City Police. So information that been spread around from the various talk shows that Verdier left the country, which before I don't know the reason or where they were speaking from. I will say this to you, it's diabolical. It's a falsehood, and it's from the better will of the devil. Verdier is seated right here and work and employ with the City Police Department. And there is no record or history that he left the country. Verdier is a patrolman and he takes charge of the day-to-day activity when it comes to our charge of court management. And one thing I want to make clear about photos that have been proved or that have been shown on Facebook, these are photos from past record. In fact, it is a fake account. So people use people's past history to accomplish the mission.
Okay, so for at this time we will have a brief statement from the man himself, and he will speak to you to tell you his story, to tell you who he is and what he do as an employee of the MCC, to be specific, the Monrovia City Police. So, Pachume, the media.
First of all, for our honesty, as a Muslim, my community and my religion, that was a prayer point. I'm a Muslim and I'm a Jingo. So that's my honesty. For our Muslim, Allah, and also Rahim, Bismillah, Rahman Rahim. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin, Rahman Rahim. Malik Yawm Din, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Allah la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum la ta'khudhuhu sinatun wa la nawm lahu ma fi samawati wa ma fi al-ardh. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin.
Okay, so let's continue. Tell people who you are and what you do as you know.
Fire by your weapon. Bali Tele. Where with MCC. I'm a religion. Then I gave in profit. If I come to City House, I live in Banjo. I teach the Muslim children. There are 200 plus Muslim Arabic children. I control mosque, masjid, tahawid in Banjo. Faku, go to my own area. One day I was driving on the traffic. I bought my own land. I have my children, I have my family with me. So I was surprised to see Sheba team on the media about me. So really, I now know what really going on.
Okay, so before you came come up with your questions. I told you this is a very brief press conference. A few things I would want you to know here are submitted by the Director of City Police. He is a patrolman of the Monrovia City Police. That's a fact. He's within the employ of City Police. So he is an employee of the city government. That's one fact. The next thing you have to understand here is that Verdier is an imam and also a classroom teacher. Very professional. As you can see, he's very innocent. And one of the things we also want to make clarity on very fast to be conspicuous, is that Verdier, you see here, there has been a Facebook account in which said Facebook account has been it's been insinuated that he has been the one using the Facebook account to threaten allegedly citizens who have been concerned about his alleged involvement, as it was insinuated by Councillor Verdier. We want to be very emphatic here that said Facebook account is phony, very fake, and that is not the account of Patrolman Teddy. So these are few clarifications we want to make here on behalf of the city government. At this time, we will entertain questions and answer from you. We have our directors here, and we also have Verdier. But before that, we would like to entertain a brief statement from the Deputy for Operations, Abraham, sir, because you may be aware that there was an accusation that Verdier is the Deputy for Operations of the Monrovia City Police. So as you can vividly see, we have Verdier. He is patrolman by portfolio, and we have Deputy Director Abraham, who is the Deputy Director for Operations. That is
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, as we are going to, Abraham said, current Deputy Director for Operations of the City Police. I think we are glad for such a press conference. The first thing we have to say here is we are going to demystify the myth that people have on the social media. Abraham says no longer the Deputy Director, but rather Verdier, Patrolman Verdier. At no time the name Patrolman Verdier has been the Deputy Director for Operations. I assume their responsibility on the 20th of April 2022 when my predecessors, Consumer MCC, passed off. Immediately was contacted and appointed as the Deputy Director of Operation of this metropolitan. So people who are spreading all gossip to blackmail this institution are not really in the right mind. This country will need peace. We should continue to tread in peace, not to use other people's past and bring it to present. If we continue to go that route, definitely we will not be doing well for this country. So, carry the information. I am the Deputy Director for Operation in Monrovia City Police, and I will remain until the time somebody say, oh, you will not be, but I am, so that information flow out there.
okay. So you listen to the Deputy for Operations. At this time, ladies and gentlemen of the press, we will entertain questions, and we hope that your questions will be within the scope of what we are discussing here today at this press conference. So let's take Front Page Africa. Gerald.
Thank you. My name is Gerald, calling on the front page, Africa. Mr. Talley, you have been accused by Councillor Verdier of being behind the attack against former Justice Laura Musu's cow that led to the death of one of her daughters and the injury of another. What do you have to say about that? And secondly, you live in Broadville. Have you ever gone to this house, to Justice Scott's house before?
Thank you very much. Really talk about Nando quality. Oh, they brought in from a working era for party. The idea accused who talk about me, about councillor, not aware of anything about the council. And one of my brother who fight war together before when shares Sakor, we all fight together. Have a business sharing America. That's the reason she try to give a lot of information to people for now they are robbing. But she know from 1994 in case of Banga, me and Chef fight war together and know me to be somebody. I ain't going to know I'm robbing. And I with me, as a people say that we country, I put a lot of property in what you want to go and robbing. For myself in a situation. I was surprised to see myself in the community.
My name is Horace Verdier.
No, just have a word. So before we take the next question, the value is very clear. One thing we have to understand here is that everyone has a past. Vani has a past, but his past should not be used to define his person. And this is why we always say we need to stop, because this is not healthy for our society. The next question, Kelvin Demi.
Yeah, good evening, sir, Mr. Valley Teller. I'm Kelvin Demi of Prime FM. You've been accused, fingers have been pointing at you in relation to the death or the murder of Councillor Gloria Musu's daughter. You've heard about that. Can you tell us where have you been during the nights of the incident, and can you show proof of anybody with you those nights? People say you came on the night of the incident. Can you give us a relationship with anybody you were with that night, if you were home, who was home at that time?
Yes, I went to the city house. I spent most of my time in the city house. Yeah. And the information, somebody called me on my phone, so I said, wow. So for certain hours, we go on to Broadway, people call you on it. I said, oh, man, don't tell me that, man. Oh, maybe to inform myself, I'm robbing. And I aware, and throughout my life, since Simeon Messi passed off, he basically in the city house. I'm not going like that. Weekends, sometimes Saturday, I go home. Or throughout my life, yes.
Okay, Aaron.
Yeah, I just have a few concerns. My name is Aaron Kuban. I work for Spoon TV. My first concern here is that Councillor Verdier mentioned your name. Of all of the millions of people in Liberia, he called your name. Why do you think you were mentioned by him? Do you know him? Have you both interacted before? That's one. The next concern, the footage that been parading on social media, you have a pistol, a gun. A lot of people have been concerned about that, as to whether you have an assigned weapon. Do you have an assigned weapon as EPA, as city police? And the next concern is that I think this involves everyone on the panel here. Why is it that, especially to the Director of Communication, why do you think the mayor, Mayor Jefferson Koji, wasn't, pleased to tell us that Valley Tally works with the Monrovia City Corporation when he was asked the last time? 3 concerns.
Okay, so before the Director of Police can address the issue that has to do with firearm, I'm in the right position to answer the last question. You have to be very, I don't know, as to whether you were not listening or not. But what I can say to you, the mayor was very clear. Though not absolutely definite about whether this man, the question was from a journalist who asked a question as to whether this man is within the blood of MCC. And the coach said, he was very frank, that it should not be about a person being within the blood of MCC. But I want to be very clear, even if it is my mother, even if it is my father or any of my relatives or anyone around me who commits a crime, that person should face in police interrogation. And if that person is found guilty, that person should face.
I don't know what was the question. I'm referring to the last press conference.
That's the last press conference I'm talking about.
He was not comfortable to mention whether Valitali works with the MCC. That's the question. Why was he not comfortable?
It boils on security, and the right people, the right individuals are here today to answer your question. The mayor is not a security man. So the director of the police is here. He will answer all of your questions.
Okay, let me first deal with the issue that have to do with you talk about a photo placed on Facebook holding firearm. I make this very explicit to reiterate I said people should stop using people's past photos or past record or past character to accomplish their mission. We all got past history. I got history before entering the national police. I got history when I left the national police. And people learn from the mistakes and build up good character. So those photos are then displayed on Facebook. The past photo, the Benja story from 1994, when he and Sheikh Sakor were fighting together. At the time he was ex-combatant, Sheikh Sakor. So these are photos that people can bring out to tarnish people's character. So at that time people are holding weapons on riot. Have you identified a weapon to know what are the weapon that they are authorized by the ECOWAS or the weapon that were used during the revolution? Let me make the issue clear about the firearm. Nobody is authorized to carry a weapon within the Verdier City Police. The weapon carried within the Verdier City Police not because I'm a civil police director, it's because I'm a firearm instructor from the National Police Training Academy. I got a license for the weapons that I carry. At the academy, you are certified to carry a weapon you're trained to. I got a certificate to prove that, and you can go to the academy and do your research.
All right, you.
What he knows.
No, but Aaron, I think he was very clear. I mean,
maybe he can.
No, he doesn't
have any interaction. They have not interacted before. That's all.
Aaron, he was very clear.
Yeah.
And he said he has never, ever had a personal interaction with Councillor Jerome Verdier. In fact, he has never met this man. So, and he was very clear to say, someone who is very close to Councillor Jerome Verdier, who is his own friend, that they fought war together, and they are also doing business together, wants to use Councillor Jerome Verdier as an exam agent. Because it's not about this man, it's about getting us standing up to Mayor Kochi. This man is just seen on the surface. But the real intent is to demonize and or to demoralize the Jefferson Kamakubi. So that's the real intent. And he was very clear.
I just have one concern quickly. I'm Harris with this in a report for Voice of Liberia. Basically, there are accounts on social media bearing Verdier name. And I listened to you say that all of these accounts are fake. However, can you verify that those accounts are different from the account that Verdier used? Can you display to us the official Facebook account of Verdier so everyone can see? So that we can compare and contrast with the accounts on the social media purported to be Verdier's account, differentiate from the original account.
I think that's just simple. I said we are not cyber security. So yeah, we don't know as to whether how to confirm our Facebook account or not. So you as a journalist, you have a repertoire duty to go and do further investigation.
Does the accused have an active Facebook account?
What they have right here?
Yeah, that he can answer the question.
Never.
Do you have an active Facebook account?
Can you display?
Okay, what I display on that will be done after the press conference.
But the men who got the name.
They see him, right? They see him, but the thing is just easy.
What picture are you using there, sir?
Go and check. Let me say this. Let me do this clarification. Gentlemen, we are living in a modern era here. That someone who understands more about the internet will do similar copying, will duplicate this man account, and the account proves as though it's this man who is doing something. Please try to trace it.
When he had previous conversations.
Can you please try to trace it?
But that's why we're asking he can answer the
He has
question.
said it. What else?
I think the point here is if he listens himself from that account, this is it. If someone duplicates another person's account, for instance, if Valerie has 5,000 friends on his original duplicate of Harvard. So our point is very simple. Valerie will show to the camera that this is my official.
It's just about the clarity.
Right.
Just about the clarity. Since she has accepted.
You know, I was just having an interaction with you today. But let me, I know you go.
My name is Elijah Pai and I report for Capital FM and Green Coast Television. Valerie, can you please tell us online radio?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you please tell us in this public manner since when you joined the Montreal City Police? When did you join the Montreal City Police? Valerie.
I joined the Montreal City Police to have
Which year?
Okay, my name is Renzi ST. We are reporting for the Labrador News Agency.
So, Valley, let me get it. I think we are here because of the previous day Verdier saying all of these allegations against you. He tried to construct your relationship in the past, and I just want for you to be clear about this. You fought for Unibuki, you joined ATU, you were signed in Sano County. All of these presentations were they true about you?
Yes. For Unibuki, may have joined MPP government.
They joined ATU.
MPP government, I was someone based to suffering as an SSU.
And Shaq said, was
SSU worked with executive management. But SSU was someone based to ATU for the war, the last war. The church support is a friend of mine. They must do a business and quite white there. Now the Gabriel is 1994, the Visit of Banga and church support money operation.
Yes.
okay, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Prime FM.
Okay, so thank you, Tekele. Imantele, you care to tell us the laws within Banja that you control, and you talk about controlling over 200 children that you teach. Then why is it that you always are the Montreal City Corporation? Who take care of the children?
I went in Banja for my bigger brother. Hapo ya mosque of the mosque.
What is the name of the mosque?
Still that way, the primary mosque in Banja. When you went to Bama, when you go in my yard, you will see that children, and my brother take care of the children.
So you talk about you teaching 200 children. I just need a clarity in that. Who take care of the children in your absence?
That's why I help my brother teach the more like 200 children because the lot of children were Arabic students every day put me on.
But see this man, realistically, you are all journalists. I guess somebody, imagine accusing this man, this innocent man, see the man face it. You're accusing this innocent man of murdering. And the man is not even jittery. And the man is really relaxed in his press conference. And you call this man a murderer? How is that possible?
He looks a friend.
No, he's not a friend.
Exactly.
A friend of you?
He's not.
So,
He's not largely.
So I'm Thomas Bujurola. Bali, I'm concerned about your name being spelled out in a bad manner. Since this news broke out that you did it, it's been almost 4 or 5 days that the police has been in search of you. Why didn't you raise this alarm to show yourself that indeed you're not the doer of the act? Yeah, well, I'm not in Harley. And the police know what I want. And the police know my house. I get my family to my house. I'm not in Harley. What will happen? I innocent to everything. Talking about now, what women. I'm surprised to see a lot of photos, people talking a lot of things about me. Surprised they say I go to unrob it. Since I want to unrob it. At the time I was in power, I control of men. I do the reparation, and I do unrob it. This go down, I will go there and to unrob. What are you looking for?
Okay, so
anybody.
Honorable friend Musa Din, and because of time, you have access to it. You get a copy, or if you want me to read it out, I can read it clear for you.
So what is it about?
What's the content of the communication?
But you get a copy.
It's not a lawsuit.
You get a copy.
It's about what?
On TV for the sake of those that are following now.
You get a copy.
Sir, I got about 1.1 thousand people watching this thing. Please, sir.
What is it about?
Sir,
Can you please summarize it?
people watching now.
Yes. Yes. Falayi, as a religious man, as I learned just now, you are an imam. Now, with a huge allegation against you, how do you feel about your religion? What teaching children, and what do you intend to do to ostracize yourselves from this?
Yeah, you know, anything that happened to Imam, I moderate the whole way. Because me, I'm clear, I'm question clear, I'm not doing any social things. Free, and I only think about my religion. Because my religion will not allow anything to go against my religion or my trust or my team within the country.
So the first thing there is you are a journalist. You are a journalist, professional journalist. The one you may admire so much. Imagine someone telling you that you are unprofessional journalist, and you say because the man say you unprofessional journalist, you don't want to be journalist anymore. How is that possible?
Thank you very much.
My name is Trukon.
Go ahead.
My name is Trukon from Spoon FM and TV. Firstly, Mr. Pegre Puape, you are not giving a chance to Mr. Chele to answer our questions. You always interrupting to answer. I don't know why. But to the question, you look very worried. Are you bothered about what's happening, the news you are hearing? And why are you, the second question is, are you carrying firearm now as we speak?
Listen, I know, please, man, because of time, I think we should be listening.
I think Mr. Chele can answer the question, sir.
I make it clear here. There is no one in the civil police that authorized to carry firearm. Before you possess the firearm, you must pass through the wall of the academy. And you will see some of us that become a certificated firearm instructor. I'm the only person carrying firearm within the city government, and not because I'm a director of city police. No, it's because I'm a licensed firearm carrier and a firearm instructor.
So you answer the issue I have to do.
So you stay asking me when you carry weapon.
Does it mean that? Do you care to show your city police ID card to us?
Nobody.
Yes, I can.
Why is it every time they ask question you bend down and then they give one out to thank you for I will tell you?
See myself at my secretary says Africa and my secretary.
No, you don't need to worry for him. You want to ask the idea come to the
And I said you look worried. Are you worried about what's happening?
Wow,
About the news?
no.
It doesn't move.
So what is your next action?
Chief.
Okay, member of the press.
Mr. Chele,
There's this question I would love to ask.
Let me get the professional 1 minute, please. 1 minute, please. Because of time, we'll read the letter, and from there we'll give you our party statement.
before you ask the question, please, one quick question for Mr. Chele. I'm Theo Williams. I work for Focus on Liberia Online Television. During your active war days, it's been alleged that you were referred to as dust to dust. How true is that?
Yeah, that's my operational name. I'm on. So everybody get at me like coffee, wash, different news in the town. We got to change something.
Okay.
1 minute, the brother was vector. You don't just take people from outside and place them in the civil police. The level of recruiter you were vector before bringing in the civil police. So it tells my brother 1 minute please. We're talking about recruitment. When national police are doing recruitment, CS were not involved. I was there as a police instructor. CS were not involved. We applied to the civil government to join the civil police. We sent team in the community to do a vetting. So you can be asking questions. We just do it about people using no pass carry or no pass record to a condemnation. Maybe you bring a question about dust to that. They may have been changed and then refined. You want to be praying as an imam. So you don't know be reminding about your past.
I will pray for you.
And Gerald, in your opening statement, you say your own friend is beyond these lies, according to you. Why do you think your own friendship would be the one spreading lies about you?
It's been sanitary to me a share on the business side. Since that business between me and share, communication between since that time.
What kind of business?
Money business, drag. We started on Todi and then to Nimba. As the business between me and share.
Did you commit atrocity during the war? Were you rehabilitated?
Let me come in, Chief. Aside from the topic.
I'm part of a voice of Liberia, so I'm concerned since the incident. Have you been contacted by the Liberian National Police? And secondly, how open you are in terms of following investigation?
What question did I ask? 1 minute.
Maybe you have been contacted by the police.
Yeah, listen to me. If Anita is here, Anita is
Chief,
not
you
here.
may answer the
1 minute,
question.
I'm the director of city police. And when it comes to security question, I got already to speak. In my president, if I want to speak, and we get authority to speak, I give you authority. If I get you really quiet, and I provide you the information, I spoon for you when it comes to police language.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, press. We'd like to appreciate you for coming.
You want to read a communication? This radio of Blue Paper Toy, you are accused of grabbing a Blue Paper Toy for his friend.
We'll provide a copy of the letter.
Thank you.